What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. And if I sound excited, it is because I am excited. This is one of the best ones I've seen in a long time. This is from Saw 710, and it's been sitting in my file for a very long time. And my buddy John Anderson, Endersby, he sent this to me the other day. He's usually a moon guy, but he joined up into some of our Facebook groups and sent this on over, this picture again, and was talking about this crazy cool area up around here. And well, I pulled this picture out, and I noticed all sorts of stuff. If you're one of those non-believers or you're still on the fence about, okay, was there prior life on Mars? I'm not talking about life there now. I'm talking about prior life. One that was destroyed, a civilization that was destroyed. What would we find? We would find things that look like blocks, just like we would have on Earth. Look at our megalithic structures. I would believe that this is the type of stuff we would be finding in the destroyed features like we've gotten. And this is, like I said, Martian saw 710 on the day of the mission. Look at some of these 90-degree angles cut into stone. You've got NASA blurring all over some of the picture where stuff gets interesting. Up here you've got it again, whereas you've got perfect pieces right next to others. Shield-looking piece that seems to have carvings in it, and actually very intriguing and ornate carvings, as well as over here you've got a piece that has got like a little round hook on it, and this goes on and on, this picture does. So it's going to take, if you want to check out the website for sure after this, hit the video, because I'm going to be putting up some putting up like a lot of these enhanced. Every time I do an article now, I put up an enhanced version of the a lot of these pictures. Look, some of the stuff looks to be pasted and copied in. Look at this crazy stuff. It comes down to a perfect slant here. It comes up. It's got this wild stuff up here. I hope you guys are getting excited about this picture already. Look at these pieces down through here. It comes up and there's two circles in it. Looks like some sort of machinery or something that was just totally destroyed. Here it looks like little carvings of little animals that we've never seen. All right, a lot of obfuscation is going on this image, and I understand why. And also look up here, look at all this water. Look at the evidence of water. They came back and said 2% water in the soil. This is what I was talking about. They should have been, if they didn't, there should have been rover tracks rolling right up to here and sampling this soil. It should all be sampled. Look how much runoff is coming down and seeping back into the ground all through here. Just an amazing picture, amazing place to be on Mars. Look, these steps or something going up here. I don't know how big the beings were. The beings on Mars could have been this big for all I know. Could have been that big. Could have been 6 feet tall. I'm 6'3". Could have been my size. They could have been the size of my house for all I know. We just don't know that. So when we're looking at architecture, like the size to me and scale, sometimes it doesn't really matter. And if I'm looking for something small, or you can't have it both ways. Well, who knows? There's been at times where we've got beings here on Earth that lived that were all different sizes. So before I get into a tangent, let's make sure we stay on this thing, because if you watch my video, like you guys say, there's a lot of you say I love to hear myself talk, and like I said, I invite you into my humble home, and we have a little discussion about these pictures. Hopefully that's why you guys like my videos. If you do like them, if you're here watching them, I really love when I get the comments from people. It cheers me up sometimes. There's so many of the negative things that come through that I don't ever talk about them. When I get something from somebody saying, "Oh, I've watched your videos, since you started," or "I've seen 50 of your videos, and at first I didn't believe anything. Now I see it. Can you check out this picture I found?" And when I get something like that, I really get excited. So that's where it is from NASA. You can see I did not make this picture. It's right from the NASA website. John didn't make this picture. The numerous other people who have seen this picture and put out parts of it as a anomaly piece didn't make this picture. It was on there. So let's look at the different versions of it I've got. And you're going to find a full version of it that I've made Look at that stuff. Look at this right here. This stuff is just amazing. I, we should spend some time on this one. All these will be on the website. Even up here, I haven't messed with much. But here's the different versions I have. I made that way. This was with the pulled out a little bit more. Um, there's of course the black and white. It's always good to have a good black and white version. And there's your NASA. So look at that's what Mars looks like. That's not what it looks like. That's the filter they put on it. That's more of what Mars looks like right there. Um, in the black and white, you can even tell that like it just doesn't seem like they've taken it from the right colors. But you guys want water on Mars? You want to see it? There it is, right there. Um, Mars is the place to be. I'm telling you. I think that there's a lot more there to be discovered that we know about. We found so many things in these pictures. So let's start up. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's start right here and take a look at some of this debris or whatever it is. The Uncle Jake's junkyard, as my buddy from Paris, Terry, would say. You've got pieces. Look at this piece sticking up here. Gosh, this stuff just get weird. Look at that coming up. It almost looks like a skull of something heading out, like a a garden gnome or something. Here you look like you've got steps up to something. These seem to be carved out. Um, got here. These seem to be stacked up. And what's really strange is this top piece to this right here just seems to be really, looks like it was heated, really hot or something. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it looks like some of this stuff doesn't belong. Look, you've got, it's unlike anything I've seen on Earth, which is on Mars. So, like I said, I can't say that that this can't be, Mother Nature on Mars that has made this stuff. But when I see all this stuff together, it's just too much to fathom that that's the case. This is, look at this strange. Tell me this doesn't look like a bowling ball or something. Um, well, first right here, look, you've got maybe this is just a junkyard somewhere here on Earth, or maybe they had some badass Martian bowling leagues. See this right here? You guys see what I'm looking at? See, we got the hole right there. There's a hole that comes out on it though, so I guess it wouldn't be a. Let's look at it. Here's how it came from NASA. There's one, two, three holes. See, that's like a little thing on top of it. Now, of course, I don't think that's a bowling ball, guys. We'll get somebody will say that, complain, say, "Oh, well, the jokester, I think there's a bowling ball on Mars." Now, I do think this is evidence of much more water here. Um, Seems to be, you notice the blocking type over here a lot more than you do over some of the other areas. So it seems to be like hiding more stuff here. Let your eyes get adjusted to this piece for a second. Let me see if it'll look alright if I switch it over. Yeah, let's take a look at it with that. Alright, check this out. How this piece comes up and around, goes under. You ever seen a rock that did that? That's pretty cool. Looks like more like growth. Something that had grown there. Um, or something that was carved there. There's a piece right here. Look, perfect symmetry. If you cut this piece right down the middle and fold it in half, it would look the exact same. Was that what a being might have looked like on that planet one day? It looks like a bust. Very cool. It's just, all conspicuously just sitting there. Bam. Now it does kind of match this little piece down here. Where was it? This guy right here, like I said, hopefully you guys can see this. It looks like the little head. It looks like a little head of a gray alien that we've seen so many times here. Look at the obfuscation right there, the blur marks. But this is just too cool. Whatever this cut is in here. Here it's got some of the blur marks through here as well. I should run this thing through photo forensics and see what we find. But I don't know, guys. You guys seeing a lot of this stuff like I am? This piece right here looks to be cut. It almost looks like this stuff was somewhere part of something at one time, and it just somehow was destroyed. Like I imagine this piece was connected to this piece somehow. Um, I mean, look at the ornateness down in here to this piece right here, and see how there's some more of this here. Like maybe this was down under here, um, and there's a lot more to it we're missing because this is just one of the snapshots. Look at some of this stuff. This is just getting to be neat. Look at the colors in it. Let me switch from there. This is how it came from NASA. So you can see that's really color that's in there. Look, bam. Let's use that one right there. And we'll switch back to the other one. This is very interesting. See these pieces? This looks like stuff that's got rebar through it or something that was designed. Definitely look, this piece right here, definitely stuff that was designed. Look at that perfect ring, and it comes through like a rod that's got another ring that looks like the rod or whatever is going through. I mean, look at that for people to see. That's definitely looking like it was manufactured. And then this piece here seems to come up with a nice slant. I don't know, guys. This looks like some sort of ancient sculpture, or like I said, or some sort of piece of machinery that did something. When you add the blur marks and stuff, it really starts to get annoying and hard to see. Like here we go back to how it came from NASA, and then just the black and white, a lot comes back, and you can see. Look at that right there. Like you can see the blur marks that go through it. This piece is strange. Look, this is really blurred out as well. Um, this comes up, this comes up. These look to be equally spaced right here, but look, these little spears on them. Too cool. This picture I think deserved running a little long on it because say there's just so much to discover in it. Let me flip back over to where it's a little bit lighter. Um, the 90-degree cut just at the beginning with one or two of these other anomalies to me would say, wow, this is like definitely there, smoking gun stuff. But when you get all these other strange things together in one spot, just one spot, one picture of the rover, that's when it's like, all right, this isn't a coincidence. Um, I mean, and look right here, this is obvious obfuscation. Look, where's the rest of this stuff? NASA, come on, can you explain to me why there's what's missing there? Look, unless it just magically stops where this big blur strip from right here goes, blur, blur, blur. See, these are, you know, you can make these out a little bit nicer. They're just like two blobs there, and then bam. Well, maybe everything stops right there. I don't know, but it sure looks like it. NASA was pasting and copying, or basically just using a little. Look at that. This is a little fuzzied out here. You got it used right there. And we haven't even talked about the top of this picture yet. Let your eyes adjust to this. This is one of those ones where you might want to stop the video a couple of times. And you come up to here and you've got this strange, looks like the top of something, like a big box, like you find in Egypt. There's these there's these big, huge things. They think they're starting to think they're acoustic chamber things under the pyramids and under the complex in Egypt. And these boxes had these stone lids, and they look just like this. They were huge. Um, Same type thing. Who knows? How about this stuff right here? What are you guys thinking about this? You think this is a JPEG artifact right here? You think this looks like a statue or something? It definitely seems like it's got some obfuscation, some blur marks through it. Let me see if I flip back over to the other. Oh, I must have moved the picture at one time. Oops. I've moved it off of its trail a little bit. But check it out. More stuff to see up here. It just keeps going and going and going. This is like the anomaly image that just keeps giving and giving and giving. Let's see which one I've actually okay, so I should put it back down to there. Alright. Right about there, I think. A little bit more. All right, that's good enough. Like I say, you guys don't care. Come on. I shouldn't be taking up your precious time with that. Look at this little S mark right there. This is how NASA sends it out. Like I said, it's so easy to just look at this and say, oh, there's nothing there. But then you just give it just a little tweaking to really take a look at what's there. And it stops making sense. I mean, look at this stuff coming out here. I mean, this looks like a wrench somebody left behind. I see what I see, you see what you see. Um, the shapes that are into this stuff. It looks to be carved into some of the rocks. Now there we're looking at just a lot of blur. Looks like a lot of blur was used on here. Um, and we're going to do the photo forensics on this right before the end of the video just to take a look at it. Now see how in this picture there's a lot of color obfuscation too that really messes with your eyes. Here's how it comes from NASA. Now when you take the color out, you can see that it's just got a lot of interesting stuff. Um, you see this patterns over here. Here, like I said, once again, the water that look like you can see just dripping on down. Here you've got some interesting things too as well. I mean, does this look like just normal old rocks to you, or it's just got it looks like pieces that have been out of something. Like look at this one. This comes up over and around and down around the corner. It looks like it's been all twisted up like a rope of some sort. I mean, we've got some interesting stuff on Mars. Like I said, if this is on Mars, like the U.S. government says, and all the government, a lot of the other governments as well say this is on Mars. Nobody called, called shenanigans. And I do believe that India, China, and a lot of the other countries out there would have loved to, if this didn't make it to Mars, to smack us with it and and prove to the world, oh, bunch of bullshitters, but. Awesome picture, guys. I think I'll go ahead and I'll leave you with the rest. Let you guys comment. I know you guys, I love when you find more stuff than I did. Look at this piece right here, just kind of blocked out like an S, and it's got a little square on there. Let's run this thing through photo forensics just real fast to see what, if you're not knowing what I'm talking about, because the top here, and we're going to also do one more thing before we go. This is probably getting a little longer than I usually do my videos lately. But we're doing it for a good reason. Photo forensics. All right. This is this basically tells us, you know, what percentage it was scanned at. What it gives us this ELA, which should look about the same. This should be 70% quality. Yeah, 70% quality. We're supposed to be getting 100% quality. No, they know we get 70. Oh yeah. Look, where everywhere it should look like this. The whole picture should be a histogram like this. If I upload a picture of myself or you go upload a picture of yourself, it'll look like that. And it should say 98%, 99%. Everywhere you've got these little black marks, and that's like a different resolution. Something's been changed. Look at up here. They've messed with the whole top of this picture. Totally messed with it. Have changed stuff, added stuff, removed stuff. Look at some of these down here. Look, yeah, everywhere we've got sand, there's that dark. Like my friend said, there's a lot of fake sand that's going on. Um, wow, glad we checked that out. As always, guys, if there's a veil we've got to see through when we're looking at these pictures from NASA. And I'm not going to stop doing it. I have fun with this. This is a hobby that I've turned into something that I've given people a place to come find all these things. And all my friends, there's a lot of us that are doing it now. I've met so many good people, so many awesome people send me emails each day telling me, check this out, check that out. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I figure the information itself is gonna make it out to the public eventually. We keep pushing at it this way, um, you know, even the ones that are so far-fetched and out there still draw people in. You know what I mean? I've really tried to be careful on my videos lately. I'm not, going out and making too wild of claims because I want to draw people in, but I wanted to see that, wow, this stuff just doesn't look natural. It looks like some hand touched it. And maybe in human history we find out that it was our hands that were up there one time. Maybe these were human beings. Who knows? So check this out here. That was the one piece there. That just doesn't seem to happen too much in nature. But then again, you got these pieces everywhere. These are my favorite. Let me take a look here. This little piece. We flip that back on. Carved. For sure, something either set here that was carved out. It was going to be carved out for something. It was part of something ornate, like over here. This looks like you could flip this over and set it right there. Maybe it's a base to something, and maybe this came out. See where it looks obviously like chopped off, cut off. Awesome picture, guys. All right, much love to you. Hope you're having a good one. Check out the website, sign up, check the forums out. It's all free. I've added a website, um, a group on Facebook, and the group is for people who want to trade pictures and actively, and then there's also just a page you can like. So if you go to my website, on the left side, hit the like for me on Facebook. That helps get stuff out there. It shows to your friends. If you hit share, that's even better. If you want to join in the picture swapping, we got the forums going, and also we've got the group on there. And all I have to do is ask to be joined, and I let everybody join. Um, who's not a troll or a bot from what I can tell. So, and one last thing we want to look at here that I don't think we looked at. I might have already. Look at the piece comes down here and around, and there's also a circular piece to it right there. As always, weird stuff on Mars, and as always, NASA's got strange blocks around everything. All right, guys, much love. Once again, what's up in the sky? My name is Will. Peace. And where is it at? There we go. Peace.